What's up guys, Lopez here at the Jersey Strength Pit. Welcome to video 2 on push-ups. If you haven't seen the first one on explosiveness and building explosive power with push-ups, check it out. That's video number 1. This is video 2. We're going to go over strength training with push-ups, how you can use push-ups for strength. Very underrated exercise for strength. A lot of guys don't do it. Like I said before, a lot of guys shoot straight for the bench or they shoot straight for the dumbbells, and they really overlook the power of the push-up in strength training. So that's what we're going to cover today. If you're unfamiliar with your standard push-up, this is how you do it. A lot of guys go nice and wide with their hands. This is wrong, okay? Can't say it enough. This is unnatural for your body. It puts a lot of stress on your shoulders. It may feel okay at first, but don't make it a habit, because it's going to put a lot of stress on your shoulders over time, and it just doesn't feel good. Shoulders are pretty sensitive to injury, so you want to kind of do as much as you can to keep them injury free. So when you do your standard push-up, hands should be just about shoulder width, and your elbows should be not tucked into your sides, as close to your sides as possible. Okay? Body's nice and straight, heads up. See how my elbows are right next to my sides? Just like that. Okay? Reason being is when you're here and you're pressing, you're able to generate power from your lats, your back, your chest, as well as your shoulders and your triceps. Okay? So everything works together as a unit the way it should. If you're out here, you're not going to get the same contractions from all the muscles. Okay? And they're not going to work in unison as well. Same thing for going too close. These diamond push-ups, no good. Okay, I'll talk about that more in the third video when it talks about muscle building, because a lot of guys use those to hit their triceps. We'll go over why they're not good in the next video. Alright? For strength training for your push-ups, it's very simple. The explosive push-ups I showed you in the last video, that's going to up your strength just in itself. Okay? To use push-ups as a strength training tool and as a strength training exercise, it's very simple. The only thing you really have to do to make that work, once you master that basic push-up, is to weight it, to make it heavier. So you can put on a weighted vest or a couple chains. So let me show you guys. Here. I have a weighted vest here, 20 pounds. Very simple. It's full of, I guess, little pockets of shot or sand. So you would just put this over your head. Okay, buckle it down. Not too tight, you want to be able to breathe. Okay, and then you have 20 pounds added on to your push-up. Very basic. These things are very inexpensive. I think I got this one on Amazon for like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that. And you can use it for everything. You can use it for pull-ups, push-ups. You can use it to run outside with, air squats. Anything that involves your body weight. If you make that exercise heavier, it's going to accustom your body to that extra weight, so that when you take it off, you're going to be faster at running. You'll be more explosive in your push-up. You'll probably be able to bang out a few more reps in your push-ups or pull-ups. I'm telling you right now, pull-ups with this are very tough. Okay, because it's 20 pounds extra in pull-ups is a lot. But use it for your body weight exercises, your body weight rows, things like that. So for push-ups, very basic. Slap one of these guys on, or your gym has chains. Grab a chain. One or the other. Okay. This is a 20-pound link here. You can use them both together. I don't care. But the idea is to weight the push-up. Okay. If you are in a ghetto gym, a gym that doesn't have a weighted vest, or if you don't have one, or you don't have chains, as long as you have a workout partner who's not an idiot, you can have them put a plate on your back, okay? It's a little bit more dangerous, that's why you should definitely have a spotter while you're doing it, but it works the same way, same principle. You know, try 25 pounds first, see how that feels, and then you can kind of play with the weight a little bit. But same deal there, okay? Just be careful if you do it that way. If you hurt yourself, I don't want to get an email. All right? So I would opt for the weighted vest first. Then if you get your hands on some chains, the chains are good because if you have multiple lengths of chain, at 20 pounds each, you can do a push-up with 60, 80, 100 added pounds. You just keep throwing the chains on, cross them over your back, and you go to town. All right, so your basic push-ups are exactly the same with your weighted vest or your chain. Okay, weighted vest, very basic. Again, almost close to your sides. Bend them out. You have a chain. Okay, put it this way. A lot of chains don't have the carabiner, just a little clip that connects it. It's usually just a length of chain. Okay. If you do have the carabiner, you can throw it around your neck. You can throw it over your back this way. And if you have multiple chains, just crisscross them. Keep crisscrossing. If it doesn't have a carabiner, it's not that not that much different. Okay. If it looks like this, it's just a length of chain. Drape it over your shoulders. Okay. Just like this, and then you would bend them out the same way. Okay? Just like that. If you have multiple chains that look like this, it's just a length. Cross them over your back, have a partner cross them over your back for you, and crisscross them opposite directions. Okay? The idea with the chain is that on any lift that you really use them on, such a great training tool, because as you lower yourself, or as you lower whatever weight you're using, in this case it's your body weight, as you lower it, the more chain is resting on the ground, okay? So the weight is actually lower at the bottom of the movement because the weight of the chain, you're not pushing it. As you explode up and push up, it gets tougher because there's more weight added and being pulled off the floor. So at the bottom of the movement, there's virtually not any added weight. At the top of the movement, you have the full 20 pounds, if that makes sense, as the chain becomes pulled off the floor. That's how you use push-ups for strength training. Again, you can make it as heavy or as light as you want, based on your performance, based on how many regular push-ups you can do. Play with it, toy with the reps and the sets for strength. Again, if you haven't written a blog post on strength, take a look at it. You should be moving heavy weight if you want to get strong. It's as simple as that. Doing 15, 20 rep sets, really not going to help you. So for strength, if you're using the push-up, you have to mimic that bench press. You have to mimic the heavier weight, which is where the weighted vest comes in, or the chain, okay? So you have to mimic those heavy weights that you're pushing to get in that rep range of 5 to 8, or 4 to 8. That lower rep range is going to build strength, okay? So that's it for strength. The next video will be on muscle building. And check out the blog, cjlopez.com. If you're in Jackson area, jerseystrengthfit.com, come in for a workout. All right, next video, keep an eye out. It's going to be on muscle building. I'll see you guys soon.